Hello, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man. And today I'm gonna make a video about the Divine Feminine. This is the way to abundance through Jesus. I'm gonna say some points in this video that are very extreme. And if you get mad, I don't care, because it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to Jesus, because you can sit mad by yourself, but I'm gonna break through some of your shells so you guys actually tap into the Divine Feminine. Who can help you with this? Mother Mary. Mother Mary and Jesus. The Father embodies divine masculine. And that's pretty much it. So you have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Father is pure masculine. The Holy Spirit is pure feminine. Jesus, the Son, is completely balanced. So it's like, how do I say this? Masculine, a feminine masculine, and a masculine feminine. So that's why people feel so much love, because he has the divine feminine within him. If you don't believe me, how about you ask? So I've seen some people get mad when I teach this. If you don't like what I'm telling you, ask Jesus to tell you himself. If you're wrong, ask him to show you how wrong you are. See how your entire week goes. If you're right, you're going to have a really good week. If you're wrong, oh, Jesus is divine masculine. Tell him that and watch how your week goes. Is that a threat? I don't know. It depends on how you approach Jesus. Jesus, can you show me how, if I'm right about this or not? Or Jesus, no, you're divine masculine. You're just masculine. Ask him to show you if you're right or wrong. I dare you. So, yeah, I'm very strict on this topic because, especially men, let me talk about this. You cannot be an attractive man without your divine feminine. You can't. No one will ever find a man attractive who does not have divine feminine. So if a man is in harmony with his divine feminine, it usually leads to him having a happy relationship and actually finding his soulmate. Why do you think a whole bunch had to wait for the basically a guy on a motorcycle making a bunch of noise. So that is an example of someone who has no touch of their divine feminine. I remember, I'm going to use this as an example. If his daughters are watching this video, show this to your father. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. Jesus said I can use it as an example. So I talked to a Jamaican man. Yes, Jamaican. Jamaican men are, some of them are really in touch with their divine feminine. Some of them are so far away from it that they feel like crying every second of the whole day because they have to smell some roses. So basically, because that's the thing. People think divine masculine is being macho, being this, being that. Does a lion have to show you its teeth and explain all the teeth in its mouth to tell you that it's a lion? Does he? True divine masculine doesn't show itself like that. It does not. Does the Father in heaven come down all the time? No. He doesn't. He has a son, and he does what he does in heaven. He's able to be here in a sense, and be able to project here like that, but he's not showing himself off all the time. He has a son. The son is the one who you have to go through to reach the Father. So this is a very good point to talk about. So basically, when it comes to, for example, I'm going to use the gym as an example. The gym I go to does not have any, let's just say, that gym is healed. That gym is very healed. A long time ago, it's LA Fitness. So I've been going to, basically, I move around LA Fitnesses back then, but I have a main gym now. That gym, everyone's very happy. It's because Jesus is there. He's in the gym. So before, a long time ago, I used to skip going to that gym. I stopped going to the gym because people were so toxic in their masculinity. What does that mean? They know what they're like. They had a father figure that showed them what a male is like, and the father figure said they have to be a man. So that person goes to the barbershop. It smells like the barbershop when they leave. They smell like a bunch of other people's hair. They have a bunch of hair product in it. It stinks. And they have like all this hair dye and all, blah, 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 blah. And they do stuff to make their muscles bigger that's not natural because they have to show it off more, so they have to project it more so other people can see it. They go to the gym, they see someone they like, and they can't attract the person they like because they're trying to make themselves look good, and the person's looking in the mirror the whole time, and they're projecting so much masculine energy that it's toxic. It's literally, it's a toxicity. It's a polarity. So I've helped heal people from basically that person doesn't attract anyone. They run people off. No one looks at them. If anything, they attract other people who are divine masculine as well, and they butt heads. They fight. I've seen people fight in gyms literally on machines. So I've seen someone grab the person on the machine and drag them across the floor, and that's the thing. Like, divine feminine literally cools off fights. So there's many stories. Like, when someone tries to pick a fight with you, you're supposed to get sweet with them. If they keep picking the fight with you, then you eat them. You just eat them. You just completely eat them. That's it. Through Jesus, you just eat the person. So, and there's nothing left of them when they're gone. So, just let Jesus take care of it. So, basically, what I'm telling you guys is you have to go into your divine feminine, because the divine masculine is something that the divine feminine is supposed to be up front, and the masculine is supposed to be behind. So basically, it's supposed to be in a perfect juxtapose. So and you'll hear this from astrologists, if you have too much fire, you have to calm it down. It's not attractive, it's not cute. You can project all you want, but if no one's receptive, then too bad. And this translates to, like, oh, you're just talking about appearances and love or whatever. No, that's money directly. Money has to be attracted to you. Money has to be attracted to you. Basically, money has to find you irresistible. So money picks people through Jesus. So money, like, okay, I'd like to come into someone's house. That's why you have wealth and abundance energies in a home. Because I like to come into a home that has the energies that I like. And if it doesn't smell good, I'm not coming in there. If it's not clean, I'm not coming in there. So you got to think about financial abundance like that. So it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. So it doesn't matter if you're male, if you're female, if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're bisexual. It doesn't matter. God made them all, and He loves them all. But that has nothing to do with divine masculine or divine feminine. So it doesn't matter what your sexuality is. This has nothing to do with sexuality. So it has absolutely not, and that's where the concept comes in. This kind of person acts like that. No, you balance your energies, and that's how you get abundance. So I'm gonna explain it right now. A lot of females. What was that? I'm actually, the way that Jesus just said that. I don't have to say it like that. Too many females. Oh no! Ouch! I was not expecting that. I was not expecting him to say that for me to say, but. Oh no! I have to say that. Okay, fine. Too many of these young ladies are in their complete masculine, and it's a turn off. What if the man likes masculine? She still has to be masculine, feminine, balanced. But most women are just completely. And I'm smelling someone's rotisserie chicken. I can smell your food when you look out of your window at me, making my video. And your rosemary rotisserie chicken. It's actually turkey. It is turkey. It's such a lean turkey. You leave the door open for me to smell. You should leave some pie out with a shot of rum. But basically, and yes, Jesus and the angels are laughing, but basically, too many. The biggest sign a man has to go into the divine feminine more. And what does that mean? Be like this? No, it means going into essences that are made from God for you to divine basically take that divine masculine and balance it out. I've seen a 6'6" muscular man start crying like a baby, almost going to the floor when he held rose quartz. And then he's like, this is some kind of witchcraft. I'm like, no, you're healing, because you've been like this your whole life, getting basically like idolized when you shouldn't be getting idolized. The dude's a basketball player. I can't say who he is, but I met him when I was out. And, like, it was an event, and then he's like, yeah, this kind of some kind of witchcraft. And I'm like, I can't say he does something else too, but I can't tell you guys. Then you'll know exactly who he is. So he has dreads. He changed his dreads. Let's just say that. But let's just say, if you're a woman, the biggest thing that makes a woman not be able to magnetize financial abundance or a soulmate, and you don't want anyone. You literally, if you guys decided, okay, the rest of my life I'll just dedicate myself to one person, you can say, even if I haven't met him yet, because some of you guys are too open. Like, reserve yourself. That's why when you stop talking to people, you become more attractive. It's because they're not leeching off you anymore. So if a man finds him, basically, like, let's just say you don't like the color pink, you're not gonna wear that. Look at a man who goes out wearing hot pink. He's the one who gets the most attention because he's receptive. He's the one who wakes up to the most money amount in his bank account. He's the one that people, I'm giving you guys secrets. He's the one that people sends money because they feel like it. Like, you will literally, even for a woman, for the women who have too much masculine, you can have that. You don't have to change who you are, but tone it back. Smell some flowers, get some flowery essences. You have to balance it out. Because there's too many young women running around with voices, arguing, punching stuff, like being the man. Like, it's an energy. You gotta, you're, well, I'm not gonna say what that angel just said. Ooh, walking around like they have a strap on. But I'm not saying which angel just said that, but that's the first time I ever said that in a video. But he said some of them do. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay. Yes, and this is a very straightforward video. And for example, if you are a man who is afraid to, like, if you want everything to be masculine, the second that kind of man goes towards feminine, and that financial abundance is nuts. Like, you will literally, because you have to be receptive. Your left side of the body is your natural receptive. The right side of your body is your natural projective. So you are projecting and receiving, but if you're not completely balanced, and that's the thing, you have to go the other way. You have to go the complete other direction. If you're too masculine, go into your feminine, and that's when your gifts lie. If you're too feminine, and these women have to be honest too. What happens, I'll talk about divine masculine later. Divine masculine should be traits. It should not, in perfect balance, it should attract by the divine feminine. So when is the divine masculine supposed to come out? Confidence, speech. When does it come out too much? Anger. So this is a very helpful video. A lot of women are just, I'm talking about women and men here. It doesn't matter. Straight, gay, bisexual, whatever. It doesn't matter. Jesus loves you all regardless. So basically, you have to know that you have to go into the other side of yourself. Because you cannot have fire and water when it comes to your blessings. You have to have, you can't have just fire and fire. You have to have fire and water. The fire is the masculine, the water is the feminine. You gotta water it down. Like, you have to go fully in the other direction. So I'll see women, for example, and some of the women who ask for advice, like, well, they really like someone, and my advice works 100% of the time. It works like magic because it's from Jesus. So, for example, I'll see a woman, and it doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter your weight, your size, or whatever. And she told me she can't attract the person she likes. I say, get into your feminine, and she's bigger. She is bigger. And I say, go into your feminine, because you're very projective. Like, you talk kind of loud. Just lower the voice a little bit. Be more subtle, because if you're fiery, don't add fire onto your fire. Do you want to burn yourself out? You ever see a California wildfire? So, she took my advice. And she walks around and people will literally walk up to her. She lives in an area between a rich area and a regular area. She'll have these, the thing is, people will literally just hand her money. Like, I think you should have this. I don't know why. So, a guy, for example, I'm going to give you an example. A guy who I know, who got into a relationship, he basically, before in the past, he was too into his masculine. So basically, when he went into his feminine, let's just say all his financial opportunities came to him all at once. It's just in one day. And his relationship's better than anyone else's relationship on this planet. Like, literally popping. Who he's with doesn't look anywhere else but at him, because he's receptive. You guys have to get this right. You have to get this right. So, projective, receptive, divine, it's called the law of gender. You have to go into your divine feminine. If you have too much masculine, you gotta be honest with yourself. But I'm not gonna change who I am. Okay, then live your life. For the people who want to see changes, and there are some women who are naturally feminine, but go into their masculine. You know what you have to do to attract financial abundance? To the woman and men watch my video, you know what you have to do to attract the soulmate into your life? You want to know what you have to do? Go this place, go that place. Nothing. Go Jesus. Jesus brings it to you. But are you receptive? Some of these people going to bars and clubs looking for them. How about you can sit at home and that person finds your Instagram and whatever. You could just go, you could be in let's just say you get out of your car for the one time you ever get out of your car in an area, and that person just comes up to you. You don't have to do anything. Like, you don't. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. It's really easy. Make your lives easier, guys. Like, even with fights. Remember, back then people would try to pick fights with me. Like, oh, oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Like, yeah. And I was just joke with them, and they'd feel stupid. And they never did that again. They felt dumb. And people looked at them like, who let you in here? Versus you two people trying to fight, get them both out of here. I have funny stories that I can't share in this video. It's hilarious. You can get rid of anyone trying to fight in like 2 seconds. Like, once that person's on their own being upset, and usually they fight because they want your attention. So, like, they usually fight each other, but God made the divine law of gender for a reason. This video's getting long, and Jesus is at the end because it's getting too long, but if you have any questions, ask it in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. God bless all of you. Ciao.